double imported it. All right, check.
Check.
Perfect.
Balls.
Good. I can move that.
Are we good? Are we live? Is it
Yeah,
happening?
We're
They can
live
hear us?
now, and I fixed it. That was weird.
Tell
though.
Cam to ping again.
No, it's fine. It only.
Oh,
I mean, the lunch will be
ridiculous.
fine. It was like 2 minutes. Like, no.
Welcome back, everyone, to what's our name? The end zone. Yeah. Yes. I forgot our name for a second. CJ and I are back, and we're joined by Vape. If you want to say hello, new
What's
guest.
going on, guys?
Beautiful man.
Your guys, everyone's favorite Lions fan is here.
Yes, of course. Can't forget. So these are going to be a little bit different than the other podcasts that we did before. Obviously, those were a bit longer just because draft content, and we were just kind of yapping. But these are supposed to be more kind of shorter term, geared to just recap what happened in the week and anything crazy, if anything. With that being said, we forgot to do weeks 1 and 2, so this one might be a bit longer, but bear with us, and we'll cover everything that happened. So, CJ.
Yeah.
What have you got for us
So,
regarding week 1,
starting
man?
off with week 1, the Cowboys and Eagles game finished 34-33, but there is also a clip that I've been sent that what the fuck, why, okay. Now, this is not working now? Great. There we go.
Never
I have
mind.
it. So I was sent a clip that I was told that we need to watch the entirety of the last 3 minutes of the game in order to understand what happened. So I'm going to actually take my cam off here so we can get the full experience. So it's 28-20. Jesus has the ball with 3 minutes left, and he's up 8, and this game finishes 34-33 in mine. So in 3 minutes, Jeff somehow scores 13 points.
Yes, there's 13 points scored in the fourth for him, or for Jesus, and Jeff scored 19 in the fourth total.
I'm gonna take a
So I'm
guess,
intrigued to
and
see
there's
how
a
it went down.
turnover for a touchdown, and then it's gonna come down to Jesus for the game-winning drive.
I was told there was a fumble, and it got kind of crazy, he said. But while we see what unfolded, the stats of the game look kind of crazy. Stafford had a very good game, 4 touchdowns, no picks, for Jesus. Drake May not so much. He had 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, which hurts the development for the first game. As we see, what is this?
End around.
Is this where he fumbled?
No, he didn't
No,
fumble there,
okay, just a
but it's
normal
4th
play.
and 3. I think he's punting it here.
Yeah, so yeah, he's probably gonna punt. Jesus also had a really good. I mean, he had a good game offensively in general. I'm really surprised that he ended up or he won this game actually. Never mind. That makes sense. Stafford had 4 touchdowns, no picks. Achane had 137 yards and a touchdown. Pretty solid offensive performance from him from what I've seen. Mitchell had 102 yards and 2 touchdowns.
It's a pretty clean game, too, at least pocket-wise. There was only 1 sack in the entire game.
Actually, I did not even.
Yeah, there's
Oh my
1
God.
sack. Derek
It
Hall
was
is
just
the
Derek
lone
Hall.
recipient.
Dude,
Yeah.
Derek Hall had a game. Oh, there's a pause here. Okay. So
I just got pinged
it
on
seems.
something.
Wait.
No.
So he got 14 points in the. Yo, I need to understand what transpired
Are
in
you
this
bad at
game.
math or something?
How many
34.
edibles have you already taken?
Hold on. Oh, he got 33, so he got 13 points. Well, so what happened? Wait, I'm mad confused.
All right, why is this still paused? Jesus.
This is bad from Jesus. He's telling us to
Alright.
watch the last couple of minutes of the game, and there's just a solid pause here.
Guy should have set us
I
clips,
skipped
man.
through
Like,
it.
what?
Yeah, this is crazy, dude. Okay, we're back.
You can turn
Yeah.
water in the wine, but you can't click 2 buttons on twitch.tv.
That's only our Jesus, HFFL
Which, speaking
Jesus,
of
man.
which, if you guys
Yeah, you bought
want
him from
to send
Timo.
in clips in the future for us to take a look at regarding some games, please feel free to do this. So you can always
Yes.
clip it and send it to myself, and that way I have it on in an archive to show on.
You weren't supposed to send clips, Snowman. It's just Jesus and Jeff said, you
No,
have to
I
take a
received
look at what
request
happened.
from Jesus to look at the last 3 minutes of the game, saying it was chaotic and that it would be good for the podcast. He said.
But we encourage clips. Like, if
Yeah.
you have any crazy moments or a crazy play, feel free to send them to either of us.
I can't wait to show a halfback draw on 2nd and 12 that loses 3 yards. Like, and just don't
Okay,
give
well,
you guys
I'm
context.
going to review it.
We
I'm
will-
going to tell you if it's going to
Yes,
be
I'm saying
involved
we
or
will be
not.
reviewing
Alright, man.
the content.
Come on.
To avoid stupid shit like that.
I really want to. So much happens. I want to see where the first turnover occurs. It has to be coming soon, man.
So, the last 19 points of this game were all scored within a minute.
That's
They
impressive.
did say
That's
it was.
actually.
They did say it was chaotic. I'm very
I
curious
just
to
wanted
see
to
how
happen
chaotic
soon
though.
though.
There has to be like, I mean, I haven't looked at like the
Oh,
scoring
I see
summary
that.
because I don't want to
This is a
spoil it for
touchdown
myself.
here. If he adjusted A into a streak, he had a touchdown.
Okay.
He was playing way too wide.
Dude, it literally must have been in the final minute of the
It
game
has to be.
that this all just blew up. It must have been like a turnover onside kick. And speaking of kicks, we can talk about that now. While we have the time. So it seems there was some controversy about kicking. And the admin's not notifying everyone that the meter is going to be set to the new one, I guess.
I don't
I
think
Hence
thought my issue
why,
was just bugging it.
I think it has to do with something
yeah,
that they didn't know because the way because Bruin said it perfectly that they started the league with default settings. The default settings in the past were user friend, like you could choose whichever one you want. This year though, they changed it to either classic or this new one, which classic is always gonna be better just because it's just what
Mhm.
everyone knows. But this one does add.
but the new one was
this one
made
is
default.
more
I think.
finicky. I don't like it with how, because like if you have like one like, it's worse when you have like a slight delay or something like that.
Yeah.
Because you have to hold down the A button to get the power up. So if you hold it for too long, it'll just go awry. If you hold it for too short, it won't make the distance. Like it's just not a good system.
And what's him talking about the home field advantage? That's a thing that exists?
I have no idea what he's
The
talking
home
about,
field
but I
away.
will say this:
I don't
I
think
don't
it
think icing the kickers in this game.
really.
Because I tried
I haven't
to
gotten into a
ice
situation
someone
like
in
that.
another league, and it didn't work.
With how much time left in the game.
3 seconds.
And it didn't do anything?
And it didn't do anything. Didn't matter if I was home or away. Nothing mattered. Like, it just doesn't ice them. So I don't believe
Yeah, I
icing
don't
the
think.
kickers in this game.
I think
I'm
he might be
personally
getting
cool with
confused with
that.
like. I mean,
I never had a
yeah,
problem with it,
no.
but
I liked icing the kicker. I think
it was
a good
cool. Don't get me
mechanic.
wrong. I never found it to be a challenge.
Put
I'm not
Pickens on a
trying to
streak.
ego, but
Put Pickens on a streak. No, you
Oh,
gotta
Mike
lob it up
Gesicki.
to him. Oh, hello. Oh my. Okay, so
Mike's
here's
getting sticky. Ooh.
here. Mike is sticky, getting sticky. There's a score there. 1 minute left in this game, and I am assuming he doesn't get this.
No, you're absolutely right, Snowman. You can't hold down the kick meter also, so that way you can kick it at the last second. You have to time
I
it.
used to love doing that, man.
You have to time it so
Yeah.
that way that happens.
Yeah, I guess it's because if you hold it down all the way, then it like
It's
it
gonna
starts
overpower it.
shaking because. Yeah, which is
So he
also
goes for 2
interesting.
to tie
But
it. Based
yeah, he
off-
must miss this. I'm assuming he misses this and
He
then
missed
he'll get
the
another
point.
touchdown.
Well, granted, he's got 3 routes going in the same direction. It's gonna be very.
Yeah, I was
difficult
gonna
for him to
say, I
run
don't
these.
know.
Genty
There's
and
no
Vela
way
are
this
gonna
is
run
gonna
it-
work out
or
well for him.
The other guy.
This
Actually,
is a
wasn't that
mesh
bad.
spot.
He
This is mesh
Oh
spam, dude.
my
What is
lord.
this?
Oh yeah, he's cooked. He's cooked. He's cooked. Is a pick? Oh, okay. Does he house this?
No.
Oh, he could have
Does
housed
he
that.
fumble?
No.
No. Okay. So
Let's see.
yeah, I had a feeling it was Does he go for the onside? Don't tell me he goes for the onside and recover.
No, he's kicking it.
He's gonna do a cheese onside. I'm calling it now. Jeff's a little
This
rat.
is the kick meter we're talking about, by the way. Like on kickoffs, it's fine, but when you're doing extra points
Yeah.
and field goals, it's very finicky. It's awful.
So what? He
Oh,
just
he
gave
went
up?
for the reverse.
Oh. That was
Imagine
scary.
the fumble happened
Wait, so
there.
I'm confused. Why is he not going for an onside? He's just giving up the game. Jeff could just
No,
run
not
this out.
necessarily.
Well, yeah.
What do you
I mean,
mean?
he could. He doesn't have timeouts.
He has 2 timeouts.
He
yeah.
called a timeout in the last drive.
Yeah, 2 timeouts. I mean, like you can
Like
get him
anyone
like
smart
10
here
seconds.
ends the game.
Yeah, this game could end right here. Don't tell me he throws the ball
There's the
unless he
fumble.
runs it and then fumbles. Oh.
That's what you get for being a
Devon
rat
Achane
bastard.
gets
Hold that.
leveled.
Hold.
Okay, wait. I did see it. Yeah, Chain had a. Oh, okay. Well, there it is. He had
So
2
I was-
fumbles in this game,
so
actually. Wow.
Jeff probably scores too early and leaves too much time on the clock.
Yeah. I'm calling it now. He scores on the second play of this drive. Calling it.
Second. Look at that conservative.
Yeah,
That's
he
funny.
knows better.
That's actually
He knows
that's
not to
actually
risk
pretty
it.
funny, man. He's like, all right, well, I just saw that happen, so I'm gonna flip mine to conservative and not have this happen to me. Also, I do want to point out, I see Matthew Stafford had a singular rush for 6 yards, positive. Just felt like that was the important
mean-
thing
It's
to
more
note,
than he
man.
ever got as a Lion, man. Jeez.
Dude, that is some serious
Well,
leg
you
work
said
from
the
Matthew
second play. How
Stafford.
about the first play?
Okay, well
that
there it
ruins
is.
the fun. That ruins the fun.
Do you take a touchdown in this situation?
Absolutely
When that
not.
opens
I go
up,
down.
you go down.
This is what
Yeah.
happens when you let two smooth brain individuals own controllers.
Yeah, he probably could have. He also could have killed the game there
Beavis
too.
and
But
Butthead matched up in week 1.
okay, so then he probably drives here and scores, and that's what happened. 56 seconds. Yeah, three seconds.
Yeah,
he just
that's
had a good
insane.
drive. Okay, well I mean that makes
Curious
sense.
to see how this drive goes.
Yeah, no, we'll watch it.
Crazy ending, man. We gotta give them props. We do have to give them props. Like
Never
that's a
give
crazy
up,
amount of
guys.
scoring at the end of the game, but this
No.
is like
No way.
they were also like hit.
Oh, he returned
I
it.
thought it was gonna
Oh,
be a
I thought he
fucking
did.
house
Oh, the
ball
juke
kicker.
ruined it.
I
Oh, the
couldn't
juke
score on the
actually
goal line
ruined
No,
it.
Jeff
previously
said I
twice.
couldn't
No, you
score on the
didn't.
goal line
You
previously.
could have just waited and just drawn on his timeouts and kicked the field
No,
goal.
he's
You would have
saying
won.
previously on his other drives he couldn't score on the goal line.
He was scared. He was playing scared.
Nah, you have to lock in right there, man. Just be confident in your defense.
And you were
This
up
should have been a
you were
dub for
down
you.
26-28. You could have kicked the field goal and won. Cage is right about that.
You should have won, man. God damn it. Let's see this drive from Matthew Stafford.
I don't want you as an attorney if you can't pull up in the clutch and deliver.
Okay, we got a
man.
little screen. Interesting. That was an interesting play. Seemed like a little bit of a panic.
That entire sequence was just like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah,
Stafford
I don't
starts
know.
running inside of the pocket, and then he throws a screen pass.
I missed 2 field goals too. Okay, well,
that
okay,
makes sense. then.
understandable, but also you were like right there. Like you were like 10 yards away
I mean,
from
if
the
you trust
from
your
the end zone.
defense, go for it.
Yeah.
First game of the cycle, couldn't do shit. Yeah, that's valid. First game on, you know what I'm saying? You have to get a little warm up, just a little warm up. See if we see just a good drive here or like an unholy dot.
3rd and 9.
Okay.
That was smart though to get that throwaway. Because if he took that sack, it would have
It
been
What
was.
do you?
3rd and 17 or something like that.
What was his completion? He was 17 for 28, 60%. Okay. Hi, mentor franchise quarterback. I wonder who he's gonna draft instead of Stafford. Because I wonder if there's gonna be a quarterback even there.
I
I
haven't
trusted
really
it.
looked into the prospect pool yet. I don't know if that's something you guys have already like kind of covered, but now that we're getting into
No.
week 3 and it's regionals focus is kind of getting put on.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. I
That'd be a bad
know.
idea at some point. Not saying it has to be today.
Jeff
No, yeah,
Brady, that
we'll definitely go
reliable.
over the strong suits. I know tackles and edges are of a strong.
That's a great play call.
Let's see. Okay. Well, yeah, when you have, that's the
The two
benefit of
positions I
having a
don't need.
running back
Alright,
like
cool,
this,
alright.
man. Oh,
Yeah,
I
that's
just
what it
I wish
is.
I had a speedster like that in the backfield.
You
So
can
I
have you can have a Caffrey if you want, man.
Hmm. How old is he?
29.
No, yeah, no. I'm all good. I'm all good. I already
You're
got
building for
my.
a future that's not gonna deliver, man. It's alright.
That's crazy. You never know. Have faith in my boy Riley
true.
Leonard.
Shout out to Riley, man.
Shout out my guy Riley. All right, let's see.
Alright, let's
Yeah, when does this touchdown cut? He's running the rock. He's draining. Oh. You see, this is confident play right here. Cause I mean, like I would be nervous running the ball and using my timeouts, but he believes he's gonna score.
I don't think the run is like that bad of an idea though. Like
It's not.
you know your opponent's like gonna be defending for his life. He's gonna be playing pretty reserved. He's not gonna really try to do too much because you don't want to get burned over the top. You have no timeouts. You don't really have anything to work with. Like, yeah, you're able to cook up a great comeback, but it's not guaranteed. Like he said earlier in the game, he's missed 2 field goals. His other red zone drives haven't gone well.
That was a great.
kinda seems like a little more of a
defensive
flash
call
in
there.
the
There's a
pan.
Stafford run.
Oh, here it is, the 6 yards in a key moment of the game.
That
Okay.
was great defense there too.
Yeah, he made that good adjustment. I thought it was man coverage. I would have thought I saw he had that zig route. He probably thought it was man. Thought it would be open. What elusiveness from Matthew Stafford. No timeouts, 21 seconds. So he probably has to get a touchdown now. Unless I don't think he makes a completion and spikes it. I don't think he has the time. Right?
I mean,
21
no,
seconds
you
is
know
too
the,
much.
you know
He
the
can
time for it.
spike easily. In this game, it's not
Well,
auto
then again,
anymore.
Oh, it's not? Okay, so he probably could.
No, because
That
they'll
makes
let
a
you
lot
go
more
straight
sense.
up to
Yeah,
where you need to go
Your
to.
guy runs up to the line of scrimmage now. Like the old games. They got rid of that auto runoff bullshit. Tackle and bounce. He's got to go. See, look how fast
Yeah. He
gets up
probably
to the
gets a
line.
spike here and scores on the next
That's
play.
one, That's a tough one right there too. I feel
Not
like that's
even
one
gonna
that you're able to
He's
click
not even
on.
spiking it. He's going straight for the end
He's
zone.
not. He's just no huddling. Oh my God! The final play of the
Oh, he
game.
threw it away. 3 seconds left. Final play of
Oh
the game
my
from the 16.
God. Dude, I don't even know what I do here. You know he's playing
Put
zone.
everyone back to the end zone. That's what you do.
I'm running the greatest cheat motion play in my book here. That's
you
what
are
I'm
a
doing.
rat bastard.
I have to see
I don't
what.
run cheat motions actually.
They're not even
So
really in the,
I'm not a
they're even
cheeser.
really in the game anymore.
Well, you got to know what playbooks to look for them in.
Fair enough.
Rat.
Whoever oh god, I forgot who I played this past week. Whatever, we'll get to it when we get to week 2. He was running all the fucking motion plays in the book, man.
The cheddar.
I-
Don't know.
Like I was actually getting tilted.
He's got him wide
All right,
open.
here we go.
Wow.
I got stuck on the safeties. No, dude. Oh my God. And my brain died. There it
The
is.
safety
Fucking
literally
Gortat
gets
screen.
picked by the tight
Lose
end
the
on the
game.
crossing route.
That's a shame. Wow.
That's
What?
how
That
that
was a
game
pretty
finished.
crazy finish. In a minute, all that
It was,
happened.
yeah. It did
Well,
live up to the hype. I will say that.
It did. I was worth looking
You guys
at
said
it,
it
but
was a
that
crazy
was a
ending, and it was.
week one finish of the first game. When the victory went to Jesus. So good for him. Next game with the Chiefs and the Chargers. Suave came out on top, and I think the only noticeable or notable thing from this game is what we expected. Jahmyr Gibbs, probably going to be one of the biggest monsters of the year with that O-line in front of him. 20 rushes for 141 yards and 2 touchdowns. But alas, there was no passing game. His best
Yeah,
receiver had
he
48,
had no
48
passing
yards.
game at all.
Yeah, just I mean, like if you look at his quarterback, 98 yards and a pick. I mean, it was
His
just
leading receiver was the tight end Cole Kmet with 3 catches for 48 yards. He took up more than half of his
Yeah.
yards passing wise.
so you obviously knew. I mean, it was always going to be rough for him. But Suave coming up with a big dub there, and kudos to him in that. I think that wasn't a divisional game, was it?
Is.
I'm not
Chiefs
tweaking.
Chargers.
Okay.
It is
Yes,
US.
thank you. Some little bit of football knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Next game was Thor against Mr. Johnny
And
Wilson, FC, pretty much. That's what this is, football club.
FC.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel bad for Thor because he's currently not at home, so he's at a disadvantage, I think,
he's in
playing on a
Amsterdam
phone.
Hanging out with Verm in the red light district.
Yeah, he's so I don't think he has too much care for these couple games, but still close game. Aaron only went off a field goal in the fourth quarter. And taking a look at the stats, man, I mean, nothing too crazy to see here. I mean, Joey B didn't have a good game. Neither did Sam Howell. I mean, did Johnny Wilson have a game? No, but
had
James Cook.
160 yards and
Yeah,
80 yards.
James Cook. What? Hello? I mean, god
I
damn,
mean,
dude.
you do what you gotta do when you're in that situation. Like, he couldn't do anything else besides throw the running back, apparently.
Ooh, and what's nice for Aaron is Will Johnson getting 2 interceptions. That might have led to a breakout for week 2, but unsure if that actually happened. Next game was Cam against fucking Patrick. And I was told that Patrick
Yeah.
missed a plethora of field goals in this game, and that's why he lost. I do want to look at the kicking. Yeah, let's see. Giants.
No field goals were made.
No. Oh, no field goals were made in the game, period.
No
Wait,
field goals
am I looking at
made
the right
or
stat?
attempted by
Is it
either
kicking?
team, according to
Yeah,
EA
extra
Sports.
point. There you go. Yeah, so maybe we're bugging. I think he missed a bunch, though.
According to Cam and Patrick, they missed, so apparently EA is not tracking that, so that's funny as hell.
Yeah, EA is not
But
interesting, EA. But yeah.
Kyle Pitts, of course, doing Kyle Pitts things with Cam.
Holy
If only it was that good
wow,
in fantasy
dude.
football, man. Fuck.
Dude, what a monster game. I mean, like,
He
we
was
knew
his-
Cam
he
loved
was
the
his
tight
rookie
end.
year. He was good.
Yeah, straight
That's
don't
crazy.
forget, man.
Both tight ends ate up, bro. Elijah Arroyo and Kyle Pitts. Probably the best 2 receivers of the game. And it doesn't seem like Matabuki had 1.5 sacks, 3 TFLs. Pretty big game. And as far as interceptions, no one got multiple. So, solid defensive performance.
Can we start like a slight dialogue? I don't want to mean to like divert or anything too, but I just think it's interesting that
Okay.
already 2 games into the season, he's already complaining about Caleb Williams. Hot take: I don't think he's bad on Madden. I don't get.
He's not. I think I don't know. Patrick didn't
Is he
want
just
him.
he's
it
just
seemed.
looking for a scapegoat? Like I don't
think
really know. Like,
Patrick.
it's just a weird one. to me
I
at
don't
least.
know. I would love to have Caleb Williams. Like I don't.
I would too. I have fucking CTE goat himself. Tua turn the ball over. Like
Yeah,
Yeah, but you're
Tua
leading the
turned
league in
the ball
passing,
over.
Not right
Yeah.
now, actually.
Well,
No,
'cause
someone just played another
Rev
game.
played his game, so he passed you because of that.
Yeah, sure.
He didn't even
I
have
mean,
a rough
well, you'll
game
see
with.
why when you see the stats from my week 2 game.
Yeah.
He didn't have a rough game with Caleb either. I mean, like 300, almost 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, just the 2 picks. That sucks. But he has sauce in the backfield, so that's naturally going to happen. I don't know what's going on with Patrick, but I would be very happy to use Caleb Williams. But his
Yeah,
team,
like he'll
his
figure
move,
it out. Like just
he
get
will.
him developed. Like he's a lower overall at the beginning. Like I still think it's kind of a generous X factor this year. That's just my. I'm not
Everyone does.
just saying that.
He
'cause
should be a
that- yeah.
superstar.
Yeah, like I wouldn't complain with superstar, but all right, that doesn't matter. That doesn't impact how you throw the football. I don't think he's that bad on Madden. I don't get what it doesn't even like he's out of bad animation. It's not like Trevor Lawrence first
Oh,
few
dude,
years
yeah, I've heard a lot about
where it was
him.
like, wow, he was insane kind of stat wise, but he threw the ball like 11-year-old like softball player. Like it just didn't
Exactly.
end well.
But we'll see what happens with Patrick, and we'll obviously cover week 2 and week 3 if he played the game and see how he did there. Next game, CJ, you want to tell us what happened between Zivon and Noof?
Yeah, so Zivon and Noof originally were playing. I forgot how late it was at night one day, but the first game they played, Zivon had a huge play with Saquon Barkley and Nico Collins that ended up getting taken away. The second game, Noof actually turned the tables on Zivon, and Noof was actually being the one who was dominating in that game. And then in the third game, you can see what happened here. It finished 19-0. I believe they only played one half. Yeah, it looks like they only played one half. And I believe, not really much stats to make note of, but the lack of
Unfortunately.
stats for both of them is kind of going to hurt them possibly in the long run. But in this game, Zimon came out the winner. Scored 19-0. That's going to be registered in Madden, even though it was probably something a lot more than that.
Yeah, it must have been higher. And I do want to note, too, there was an instance in the game where Trey Lance yeeted the ball about 50 miles per hour
I
back
heard about that.
to his own end zone, involving a safety for Zivon. I don't know.
I
wish I had the
I
clip.
think that was the second game.
Yeah, so beware of. I think he was trying
Or
to
it
throw the
could've been
ball
this one,
away and it
actually.
happened. But I think it was this one because he had 12
It
points.
registers a
So
fumble, wouldn't it?
I don't know what it registered as. Maybe it did. I think it was Trey Lance for sure. Check it real quick.
It
But
did.
yeah, it was a fumble. Yeah, so I guess he tried throwing it as he got tackled, and that shit slingshot back. So beware
I've never
when
seen
you're
that.
trying to throw the ball. Next up, we have Doomed against Infamous, and the game had to be played twice. I don't know what happened, but Doomed, I mean, looking at the team stats,
Doom took
seems
care
like he
of
had a
business.
pretty dominant performance. 142 rush yards, 200 pass yards.
I will say this though, Tony Pollard. If you look at the injury report, out for the season with a torn pec.
Yeah, hurts, man.
Brutal injury.
I don't know who he has as his backup.
Let's see. Who is his
Tony
backup?
Pollard's a good back too.
Tajay Spears. He's got the Titans.
Yeah,
record.
you know,
He also has,
Chances he
he
has
also has
Titans.
Raheem Mostert though, so he's got.
I wonder if there's already like some other big injuries too outside of Tony Pollard for the year.
Tony Pollard.
Interesting.
It looks like Trey
Um,
Benson's out for the year too.
No,
At least
it's-
looking at the Browns.
no,
Yeah, I
it's
know that's not
weeks.
that big, but it's a big injury.
It was only 10 to 16 weeks though, or 10 to 13.
Only 10 to 16 weeks.
Yeah,
No,
it's
that
not
sounds
the
I
entire
mean, that's
you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Tony
Christian
Pollard's
Kirk
out for
broke his
30.
leg. Newsflash: Christian Kirk can no longer walk. Broken femur,
Jesus.
out 51 weeks.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, that was against me too. I felt bad. And to recap, Neighbors had a big game, 5 receptions, 116 yards, and Arian Smith had 3 receptions for 104 yards, each of them picking up a touchdown. And I don't think much happened on the defensive side besides Chris Jones getting 2 sacks, but you would expect that.
I mean, a
Oh,
total
I
of
lied.
59
Nick
points.
Imanuori, he did get 2 interceptions. So big from his rookie guy there. Next game, we have CJ against Biwo, which was a pretty big game. And CJ, you did come up on top. If you want to just touch up on the game.
So this game was like, it was kind of new for both of us because like we had players that we never used before that we were trying to get used to. It took me a while to get Derrick Henry going, but I had a couple of long runs.
You got going.
Other than that, yeah, he started getting going. But Biwo actually kind of struggled with Jaden Daniels, which was surprising. Jaden Daniels was missing a lot of throws that he should be making, and it resulted in 3 interceptions. But Deebo Samuel was a pain in my fucking ass.
That's what it seems. 3 receptions, 113 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Debo, Mr.
Well, because
Chunky guy.
Because Biwo comes out in this 5 wide set, and the playbook I was using did not have anything really to combat it. So I was kind of just like, like I had to pick one or the other, and he just constantly threw to Debo, or not necessarily constantly, but he did it enough that it was very effective.
But I will note too, his run game seems like it was stuffed up.
Yeah.
Jaden Blue only having 28 and Jaden Downs only having 20. So obviously your run defense is something to be weary of for people who play you.
Yep.
Um,
Drew
Right,
Sanders,
next we got-
Bosa, Stingley all had 2 tackles for loss.
oh yeah, I didn't even see the defensive stats. Yeah, that it was solid defensive performance from both sides. Good stats to pick up, honestly. Nice.
Yeah, Zion McCollum had 2 picks, completely limiting DK Metcalf on the outside.
Yeah, you'd forget that he even exists looking at the receiving stats because he barely got anything going to him. But I'm sure, again, like you said, new team, new players, he'll pick it up as he goes. Speaking of teams with new players, obviously everyone, but Flems and Mr. Redhead, Flems did come up on top and a very, very, very dominant performance offensively. Almost exactly 500 yards gained on the offensive
Well,
side
I
of the
want to
ball.
see why. Just take a look at the running back, Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, I don't even want to, like, Jalen Milrow had 3 picks. I see that. Then you go to the rushing yards. Ken Walker, 21 attempts for 241 yards. I don't know what was going on with Redhead's run defense, but it doesn't seem like it existed. Savion Williams, Brian Thomas, each picking up 100 plus.
And a touchdown.
TJ Hawkinson being Redhead's guy. On the defensive side, let's see if there's anything massive.
Trevor
Tyler
Walker,
Newbin
2
had 3
sacks,
TFLs. Yeah,
3
that
interceptions
seems
for the Colts.
interesting.
Kyle
So it
McCord
seems like Flems had some
had
turnovers,
a
but
great game, surprisingly.
yeah, I mean, it just seems like he just couldn't stop the run. Really, that's all it was. I mean, he played good defense, he got scores, but you know
Couldn't
that's
stop
what
the
bit him
run
in
or
the
run the
end.
ball.
So
Only 36,
Yeah.
36 yards on 14 carries for Redhead.
it's a shame, but that game does go to Flems. Next one is Dennis against Pioneer, and once again, just dominant. Dennis had 400 yards to Pioneer's 200.
Almost 500
Um,
total yards.
Lamar
for
just with
Carolina.
a damn near perfect game. 5 touchdowns,
Almost a near
258
passer
yards.
rating.
Joe Mixon going up big, and I mean, like, oh, actually no, he only had 77. I misread that, but Joe Mixon, really strong game. Jalen Noel,
3
okay,
catches, 3
131 yards.
touchdowns. Okay.
Yeah,
It's clear what
So,
he was doing
it's-
with him.
yeah.
Streak.
Against a pretty solid, back two with Gonzo and Wiggins, but doesn't seem like anything else crazy happened on the defensive
Probably was
side.
running him in the slot.
Yeah. All right. So that big game for Dennis right there to get some stats. Watchify against Madman. I know he told me about this. Justin Fields had a hell of a game. 400 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 1 interception.
Damn.
Yeah. So very strong performance for Mr. Washi. Chuba had a
Duvernay was his leading receiver.
yeah, surprising. Tet obviously. I mean, like still, Duvernay had 5 for 151 and 2 touchdowns. Tet had 8 for 110. AJ only had 50, but it doesn't seem like it mattered. Even
He
Chuba
didn't
got
use
70 in the
Travis
game.
Hunter on the offense.
Yeah, I think from when I talked to him, he said
Travis
Hunter
Hunter
did get
did
an
have
interception.
though.
He said he's waiting till he gets the ability,
Yeah,
so then
that
he
makes
can
sense.
actually utilize him on the offense. So that makes sense. But
10
dominant
tackles,
performance from
too.
him. Let's see who's next. Snowman and Sosa. Sosa is kind of on a tear right now. He is 3-0, but it started with this game and
Cam Ward.
Cam
Really a
Ward,
perfect
man,
passer
he's been
rating.
cooking. Yeah, 150.4, 4 touchdowns, 337 yards. Snowman had a lot of offense, but it doesn't seem like
What a
it was
game
enough
from
to-
Zay Flowers, man.
Yeah.
Dude, what a game from Sosa overall. A great
mean, this
running
is
game
like-
for
this
Bucky
was-
Irving.
That's what
Zay
he
Flowers.
does, though. Like, he
Jeez.
has these games where he's very explosive on offense. Like, he's always been good, but the one thing is that he would always focus in on one player. I mean, this is one game that we're looking at so far, right? But we're seeing that he's spreading the ball out more than instead of just, okay, in the past, he's had someone like Mike Evans. He's getting 15
Exactly.
targets.
Literally just Mike
Like,
Evans.
he's
who he just
utilizing
throw the
all
ball
of his
up to.
weapons, balanced game. I mean, shit. Like, he keeps this up, he's going to be a contender.
Dude, this is a new Sosa we're seeing, man, because he'd always, I mean, like last couple of years, he'd get a bunch of the older guys who are bigger, go for head tops, and in a game geared for that, it seems like he strayed away from it, and it's working. I mean, again, he's 3-0 right now. Cam Ward is having a really good season so far, but this game alone in his first game, I would have a lot of confidence. I mean, you're Your offensive weapons are cooking. Cam Ward is cooking. Kyle Hamilton had 10 tackles. Jesus. Just seems like Snowman couldn't keep up with the offense. 47-35. Good stuff from Sosa. After that, one of our last couple games of week 1, we got Blip against Mr. Septic, aka it is Septic. What am I saying? This game finished 28-25, and doesn't seem like a run game existed for either of them, but it was just pretty much a shootout until the end. Seattle's he had 15 points in the fourth. He almost came back if he didn't get that field goal. So it seems like he just had a choke job. JJ McCarthy with a very clean game. Again, no rushing really happened, but Jerry Jeudy, what a game. 9 receptions for 175 yards and 3 touchdowns. Okay.
2 sacks.
I like
for the
that.
Rookie,
Big game from Mr. Jerry Jeudy.
A lot for the Niners as well.
Yeah, that's a nice one, especially for a rookie. 3 TFLs and 2 sacks.
As a defensive tackle.
If he had another good game, that could be a nice little breakout right
said,
there.
Finally won one from Paris. I can't speak French, you motherfuckers.
Deslave, you motherfuckers. Come on, Thor. I don't know who he played, but we'll cover that when we go over it. What a guy, man. Big W on the telephone. Yeah, we'll take a look. Yeah. Next game was me against Snoop. We played one game. Okay, I'll be real here. To briefly cover it, first game we played, he owned me initially, and it was like 14-3, and he started lagging really badly. I don't know what happened. He sent me a video. It seemed very bad. I mean, it was like very skippy. And I came back against him, and we went to OT, and I told him, I was like, listen, we could just restart, because if I won this game, I would feel very evil. So he agreed to it. We replayed it. I was winning up until the fourth quarter, and as you can see by the score, he got 14 unanswered points. I unfortunately choked, and it was very hard for me to... He sat in zone for pretty much like 90% of the time, and I just could not figure out what to do, because why would he even need to go into man coverage, or blitz at all with that D-line he had? So I struggled a lot. He came out on top, man. I mean, obviously other people have found ways around his defensive line, but I struggled really hard and couldn't get the job done. So Snoop ended up taking that game 1. And let's see, is there any other? Yeah, we got a couple more. So Verm against Tane.
Dua.
Oh, that's Dua. I'm tweaking. 32-31. Again, rushing didn't really exist except for Dua. Let's take a look at these stats here. Mahomes, wow, just a whole lot of interceptions.
6 combined.
3 apiece for each of them. We do love the interceptions. Alvin Kamara had a big game, 101 yards and a touchdown. Tyler Warren, the rookie, 122 yards and a touchdown. And Torrey Horton, his new and improved superstar guy.
Love coming here early on.
The battle of the Titans.
Yeah, I like
Brock
that.
Bowers, got his touchdown, but only 49 yards. Interesting.
Yeah, that's a bad thing. That is something we need to.
That's a premium pick.
We must shun Dua for this, because why is Brock having only 4 receptions for 49 yards? I mean, he should be getting targeted way more. Like he would be having 10 for me personally, but teach their own. They play the game differently. Any defensive stats worth noting? I see 2 interceptions for Ernest Jones, and Roquan Smith had 2 TFLs in a sack. Yeah, that's about it. And all right, we got 2 more games for the week. We got Vape against Rev. If you want to touch up on this, I know Xavier Worthy had a great time, and I do want to point out you had 1 rush yard. So I need you to break down what happened.
Man,
he didn't even have a rush. He didn't even have a rush with his running back.
I know. That's
actually he did. McCaffrey 5 carries, 0 yards. Keith Mitchell 1 carry, 0 yards. But you know who did have a yard? Emeka Egbuka on a 2-yard carry.
Man, and it was just one of those games. It started off. I think I was playing from behind the whole time, and it was just one of those. Where it's like, all right, it turned really quickly into I just have to pass if I want any chance of winning this game. And that's kind of the story so far, but shit, I mean, like, I have the weapons to do it, but it's just, Xavier Worthy absolutely torched me. Rashee Rice, I remember, I think he had a little bit of a broken play, if I remember correctly.
97 yards, he had a long of 50.
Yeah, he had a 50-yard play, yeah, I remember, it was like some...
Yeah, Xavier Worthy, 55,
it was like one of those games where it's just like, I don't think I'm doing anything wrong, but nothing I'm doing is right.
Yeah,
that's fair. Drake London had a great game. Drake London.
221.
He's my. Actually, no, my sweet prince is Darren Waller, the CTE legend. We had to. I have both of them. Wow, that's funny. But yeah, shout out to Darren Waller, man. You're gonna see week
Yeah.
2. He's been my number 1 option so far, and Cage talked me into picking him. I will say, I almost did
I
not
told
pick
him
him
he
at
was
that
better.
spot. I told Cage at my draft pick, flip a coin for me. Whoever it lands on, take. And he's like, no, I'm just gonna pick Waller. I was like, okay.
Yeah, because he's a bailout guy, and he obviously showing out here. So big game from him.
I was just hoping to get Hunter Henry again, man. Just get like a slow white tight end and just call it a
What
day.
the-
Like it worked last time.
I will say this though.
But no,
this
that game was just ugly for me. Like he played a good game. Like he did everything was going his way. I'm not like that's not an excuse way. It's just like it was very well executed, and it was just like no matter what I did do, it just didn't. So it is what it is.
Yeah, after the draft, this was one of the teams that we didn't necessarily like that much, and he's proving that it didn't matter what we thought.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's a bowl winner, so naturally we knew even if we didn't like the team, he'd make them a god squad. So we're gonna see that eventually. I know that for a fact. In the last game of week 1, Bruins against K-Man. I know I saw on the game channel that Bruins was getting flustered with K-Man, maybe
Bruins
abusing
was
certain
getting
plays too many times.
pissed.
Yeah, I mean, Bruins was mad, but it didn't matter in the end because he did come up on top. But
Terry
what
McLaurin had
a
good game.
offensive game! Terry McLaurin with 135, Amon-Ra with 133, Ayuk with 113, Noah Gray with 92. All those guys getting touchdowns. I mean, this was a
No, Gray's
offensive
probably the funniest
slugfest.
one here. All those scores,
And then
damn.
looking. Yeah, and then looking at the defensive side, I mean, there's a couple. I mean, Zach Allen had 3 TFLs, Ty
Chicago
Smith
had
2
4
TFLs and a
interceptions.
sack, half a sack.
Bolden,
4
Jackie Brown,
interceptions.
Henley,
Oh, he
Tyler
threw.
Dodson.
Okay. I was like, what do you
Gilmore
mean?
got
But
one
yeah.
for the Vikings.
But yeah, that's week 1. It happened, and now we have 20 minutes until this Chiefs game, so we can
There we go.
run through week 2
Th-
very
that-
quickly.
Going through week 1 took 10 minutes.
Oh, dude, really? Wow, that was
Yeah,
actually pretty fucking.
We were doing
Yeah, because the
majority
clip
of the
most
fucking
of the
stream
time.
has been the fucking Cowboys Eagles.
Damn, Jesus, you bastard. Jesus and Jeff. All right, week 2. Cam against Dua. Cam again extending his streak to 2-0 in this game. Again, running just doesn't exist so far. Dua with -3 and Cam with 36. Any noticeable stats? Brock Purdy looks like he had a good game. No
Brock
real
Bowers
running.
Finally had a good game for him.
There we go. 7 receptions for 129 yards and 2 touchdowns. We love to see it. And again, Kyle Pitts with his second game, 100+ yards and a touchdown back to back. You would expect it from Cam and his love for tight ends. Roquan with 11 tackles and 3 TFLs. Big game from him. And Brian Breeze, that's huge for Cam. 4 tackles, 3 TFLs, and 2 sacks. Cam must be loving it. Game 2. We got Pioneer against Seathor, who ended up coming up on top, which, again, understandably so, because Seathor is in Europe. But Pioneer had a way better game. He bounced back. He got shut out in the last 2 halves of the game. But for the first 2 quarters that he did score, he had a really good play, it seemed. Jackson Dart had 1 touchdown in the game. Jonathan Brooks, 125 yards and 2 touchdowns. On the receiving side, not too much from either team. The most was DJ Moore at 64. And there must have been some defensive side of the ball, I'm assuming. No, I mean, Ifitu Melifonwu got 1 pick, but that seems about it. 1.5 sacks for Ty Hamilton, the rookie. Whole lot of sacks. A sack for Oladejo as well. Josh Sweat and Brian Branch. So, nice little defensive showing.
Pass rush. That's hilarious. Oh, he's saying that game was sick.
Yeah. Oh, it was.
Yeah,
Wow.
Force one right there. We missed that somehow.
Okay, well, nice.
That
I
explains the
can't
low
believe-
stats.
Yeah, so that makes sense. Next game is Bruins against Verm,
Mahomes
and
with
Verm
another
comes up on
3
top
and
of this.
3.
Interesting, yeah. I think Verm loves to just throw that rock, it seems. 29. Well, actually, I say that. Bruins had 45 attempted passes to Verm's 29,
Jesus.
but I guess, geez, 45 attempts at passing. And he still had more rush
50%.
yards. Yeah, so again, Verm got shut out in the 4th quarter, but it doesn't seem like Bruins was able to come back enough. Not really anything noticeable running, but Cooper Kupp had 100 yards. Puka, 100 flat with 2 touchdowns. Scary Terry almost getting another game of 100 yards, and Jalen Waddle also getting a touchdown with 94. And any noticeable defensive stats? Just looking through really quickly.
Decent amount of
Levante
interceptions.
David had a pretty good game. Other than that, we got a couple picks from Watson, Molden, Ramsey, Griffin, and Marcus Jones. Game 4. of week 2. We have Saints fan against Snowman with a fucking shootout.
Snoop in
54 to
another shootout.
51 finished in Tennessee's favor. Just a solid offensive game all around, and it seems like, I mean, I
This is a
see
Baker
Snoop
Mayfield
had 20.
Browns game. Look at those stats.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
3
6
touchdowns,
interceptions.
6 interceptions.
Oh my lord. And
he had 13
you know, it doesn't seem like
completions.
Yeah, that's Rams Baker if I've ever seen it, man.
kudos to Snowman though for even like
3
he had
carries
400
for
yards throwing
74
against
yards
this
with Jaleel McLaughlin. Okay.
yeah, like that's I want to give him his credit. Brees Hall like he ran for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns against the God D line, by the way. I mean, yeah, and also 3 rushes for 74 yards. He must have had some big runs. But wow, Jordan James even got dude. He had 170 rush yards against this defense, which
Taron-
I don't know how he did it. Kudos to
Taron
him.
Johnson for the Titans had 3 interceptions.
Dude, hat trick for Taron Johnson on the picks. Big defensive performance from
I mean,
him. And
Baker did throw 6.
yeah, I was gonna say. So it seems like the love was spread out when you're looking at that. Kelsey had 154 and 2
Oh, he did get a pick
touchdowns.
6.
Jetta, wow. I mean, like, geez. Kelsey
How did-
154,
he had
Jetta's
to win-
107.
He had to have won Defensive Player of the Week last week if that's the case.
Yeah, I think we can check that too when we
Yeah.
do. But Mooney also had a big game, 107 and 2 touchdowns for Snoop. So a big shootout there.
2
Patrick
weeks in a row
against
with a
Jesus.
shootout.
Jesus goes to 2-0. Patrick goes to 0-2. Jesus looks like he just had a really good game.
Stafford
I mean, he had
again.
127 rush yards, 249. Stafford again with 123 rating, another 4 touchdown game with 1 interception. And then we can take a look at some of the other stats. Rushing, a chain, once more, pretty big game. And Tyrone Tracy had 1 big run. And Luke Musgrave was his leading receiver with 133 yards for a touchdown. Patrick seems like he spread the rock fairly well, honestly. I mean, what is that? 14 receptions among 3 different receivers, each getting above 80, but doesn't seem like it was enough. Looking at the defensive side of the ball, and yeah, you can see, I mean, oh no, this is Patrick's team who's just dominating the defensive side. Hines Allen, Matabuki, and Jalen Walker all getting a couple of TFLs and sacks, but just not enough to get past Jesus's offense, man. Jesus, 2-0. Look at you, bro. What's next? Vape against Aaron. Vape, you want to quickly give us a rundown of this very close game? Jeez, 45-44.
This game made me aged like 7 years at least. Like,
Somehow
it was a
you pulled out
shootout
the
again.
win in overtime. Looks like he went for 2 to win it, and you stopped him based off.
Yeah. He what was it? It was a drag route coming across right from the left-hand side, and he got bumped by my safety, and it didn't call defensive pass interference. So when he threw the ball, anticipating him to pass by him from the zone, he was not there to catch it.
Mm.
So that's how the game
struggling
ended.
to run the ball.
Yeah, I was gonna say no.
I know. I've never been this bad at running the ball, but it's just I have not been
He's
able
not
to set
getting
the
the
tone.
love.
But
it's okay.
Darren
When
Waller
you have-
set the tone, man.
when-
Darren
when
Waller
you
with
have-
200 yards almost,
Yeah.
2 touchdowns. Marv and Johnny Wilson, the dynamic duo that we don't want to see.
Yeah, shout out to Brandon Cooks, man. Second highest receiver in that game. Like, he was showing out. Drake London kind of disappeared a little bit, but Brandon Cooks was getting open then.
Dude, who's getting open is Marvin Johnny Wilson. My God, what a game! I do not want to play Aaron, man.
That was not fun.
This duo does not seem fun. Oh man. And on the defensive side, I see. Yeah, Trey almost a rookie, 2 interceptions, 7 tackles. That's pretty huge.
Will Johnson as well.
Lucan, Hutchinson, 3 TFLs. Crosby, 2 TFLs and half a sack. And Keanu Benton with
It's
2
been tough
TFLs and half a
trying to
sack.
get both of the edge rushers involved. Like, they do their job, but I think people are so worried about them that they just get the ball out extra quick. Just because
I mean, that's what's happening with Snoop too. He's been
Yeah.
complaining about his guys not getting enough love.
They're
or
doing their
not-
job, but they're not getting the stats they're showing. So it's kind
Exactly.
of like, all right.
So,
But I
but,
can't
I'm
complain.
sure they will turn up in the big moments, and you will see that. You will reap the rewards.
Another
Next
cool
game.
for Justin Fields.
Saints against Washi, and once again, yeah, Justin Fields just what is that? 11 touchdowns in two games.
Sounds
Perfect
better,
game,
yeah.
and I don't know. He must have a breakout at this week
That's
for
not
sure.
perfect passer rating, but I know what you mean.
Yeah. Wow. Somehow it's not. but
It's not
he
because
had a
it's
really good game.
153.8.
He struggled with Chuba rushing, but his receiving, I mean, Tet McMillan, I watched this game, and Tet just seems ridiculously silky and quick for a 6'4" guy. I
I
mean,
told you,
when he
he's a
catches the
fucking
ball,
beast.
dude, I think he's gonna be like, I'm sure Marv is good, but when I was watching this guy, it looks like if he gets like at least a one or two more speed upgrades, he's gonna be the best receiver in the game. I mean, he looks and probably feels nasty.
Yeah, he does.
So that
And
will
he
be one to watch out
He
for
catches
sure.
everything when it's in his it hits him in the hands. Like he barely drops anything.
Yeah. It's going to be a big player for him. And one more noticeable highlight from the Saints is Donovan
Ezeraku.
Thank you. 2 TFLs, 1.5 sacks. Big from his rookie edge right there. Next game, we got a big game between two heavyweights, Rev and Zivon. And Zivon ended up coming out on top of this game. Doesn't seem like Rev really attempted to run the ball, but Zivon overall offensively handled business. 2 picks apiece from each of the guys, but Zivon obviously Saquon Barkley, one of his top picks, 149 yards and a touchdown. I mean, you gave Zivon this guy. You
Jesus
naturally
Christ,
knew he
it's
would cook with
cheesy as
him.
fuck.
You look at the receiving, of course, this guy's probably going to be a candidate for MVP. Xavier Worthy, 3
Just look
receptions,
at the rack
151
average,
yards.
3.7 yards after the
Yeah,
catch.
he's
and
not
only
running-
3
he's
touchdowns.
just
literally just
bombs,
throwing
bro.
streaks.
It's just bombs. So if you're playing Rev, just watch the bomb.
Just play too
But,
high. Just play off the line. Give him 10 yards cushion. You should be fine.
Pat Fryermuth, 146. Rondale Moore was Devon's top receiver with 107, and Michael Wilson again 104. Garrett Wilson as well. Can't include the other Wilson guy. 85 yards and a touchdown for Zivon, but mainly it was his run game that helped him out a lot. Any noticeable defensive plays? Trevin Wallace had 2 TFLs. Kobe Turner, 2 TFLs and a sack, and Harold Landry had 2 TFLs and a sack as well. So Zivon going up, and I think he's what, 2-0 at this point?
Zivon is 2-0, yes.
Yep, we got Flems and Doomed, another heavyweight game, and Doomed goes 2-0 off this. And it seems, wow, I wonder what went wrong. Flems looks like he had a, yeah, that's okay. So that's where it went wrong. I was looking at the initial stats, and it looked like Flems did pretty well, but those 3 interceptions.
Passing.
That is tough. That is really rough.
But Kenneth Walker
The
did his
shouts for
thing.
#Flems is washed. Are they coming back, man? I think I can hear Cam in my headset starting to scream it again.
As long as he is Kenneth Walker, I think he's fine.
Yeah, I think honestly, I say that. Then you look at the running, and again, Kenneth Walker, almost another back-to-back game with 200 yards. That's just absurd. Another candidate possibly for MVP. Don't really see his receivers getting involved here. It's just Dante Thornton, 83 yards, 2 touchdowns. The rest fairly mid. And on the defensive side, surely this is where we see some big plays from people. Devin Bush, 3 TFLs. Christian Harris, 3 TFLs. And who had his picks? Again, Emmanuel. Oh, wow. I think that's 3 or 4 for him off 2 games.
I think he leads
for the rookie.
Interceptions right now.
Yeah, I mean that's dangerous. Defensive player of the year could be loading up for this guy, and if I think he was one of the people we were talking about. If he loads up, he's gonna be one of the best players in franchise. Period. So be on the lookout for that guy. Stop throwing doomed picks, especially him. We got Septic against Noof, and I think we all probably would assume Noof would win this game.
Caleb Johnson, big game.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't really need to throw the ball because when you look at his run game, Caleb Johnson just very strong performance, averaging almost 12 a pop. T. Higgins, almost 100 yards receiving and a touchdown. And anything on the defensive side to note?
There was not really much happening defensively in that game.
No, just solid run. I mean, like if you look at the score, Septic had 3 field goals, Noof had 2 field goals, probably 3 field goals actually. It looked like.
A lot of long drives, man.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. Let's see.
Dennis versus Matman.
Yeah, Dennis and Matman, 24-12. Matman got either.
Lamar finally.
He either got 4 field goals.
Game.
Oh wait, did he actually? Let's see. So Lamar, 3
carries,
touchdowns, 2
yards.
interceptions.
Like the first
Yep.
game, he didn't run with them at all.
Yeah, barely. And again, you'd expect that. Shamari DK for Matt, 142. Big game. Jalen Noel again had another big game here for 2. Colson Loveland as well. You do love to see that. Devontae Walker. Interesting. 5 receptions for 45 yards, and all of them were touchdowns. So I assume they were in the red zone.
That could be a dev game for him.
Yeah, surely, because why else would he have the tutties? But let's see. Any noticeable defensive stats?
Greg
Big
Rousseau
sacks.
with
Greg
2
Rousseau
sacks.
had 2. 6 TFLs, by the
Yeah,
way.
big
Hello.
game.
Big old game right there. We got, let's see, we did that one. Sosa
again.
against Redhead. Again, big offensive game. Overall, 160 yards, 312 passing yards. Cam Ward, 5 touchdowns, but 1 pick.
Interception.
Yeah,
Bucky Irving
I mean,
having a
dude,
big game. Aronde Gadsden
that's the
is
second
tight
game in a
end with
row.
3 touchdowns. Bucky Irving had 10 catches. Okay, what are we doing here?
Okay, interesting.
I know
So
he does
his
this. I know he does this in college football as well, where he'll throw the ball to the running back a lot more than everyone else. But like, 10 fucking catches compared to, let me see how many others. Like how many
run after catch is
passes.
101 yards, so he was doing some
So he had a
shifty work with
total of
Bucky, man.
22 completions. Bucky had 10 catches, and Gadsden had 6.
Hey man, I mean it's working for him. He's cooking. Gadsden, I think he has 4 touchdowns in 2 games, and I think almost 200 yards. So he's looking strong with him. Any defensive stats to go crazy about? No, it doesn't look like it. Just
Defense.
offensive power from Sosa, man. He's showing out. 2-0. We got
Eagles v.
next
Chiefs.
up. Yeah, so Jeff gets a win back against Suave. Seems like a fairly good offensive performance. Not clean from Drake May, but Genty again, 81 yards. Christian Watson for Suave had a big game, 116 yards off 3 receptions, and Gesicki also big game for Jeff with 98 yards and 2 touchdowns. Anything noticeable on the defensive side? 3 TFLs for Carson Schweisinger.
Yep. Yeah, right.
Schweiss. Thank you. Nice. Let's go. Other than that, though, nothing crazy. Jelon Walker got a TFL and a sack, which you do like to see for him being his rookie. Next game, we got 3 more here. The Falcons and the Vikings. You would assume Bebo would win this, and offense looked fairly not even. I mean, Bebo dominated on the passing side of the ball, but K-Man ran, and shockingly so. 3 touchdowns, 2 picks for each of them.
Much better game.
It just seems like,
here.
yeah, I was gonna say 2 picks kind of still hurts, but you clearly he's getting used to it. Jaden Blue had a very big game. Same with Rashad White and Travis Etienne. The receiving was fairly split. DK actually getting involved this game, 95 yards and a touchdown. Amon-Ra, 98 and 2. Debo didn't do as much as the initial game, but
What do you mean? He had more catches.
oh my God, wait, he did. Yeah, look at that. I
less
stand
yards.
here corrected.
Less
All right,
yards,
let's
less
see.
touchdowns, but more catches. Just funny,
Anything to write home about on the defensive side? Nothing too crazy. All right, we got 4
one with
minutes
another
perfectly.
pick,
We're
so
about to
he's got
wrap
2.
up on time. My game against CJ,
This was
honestly
annoying.
it was a fun game. I'll be honest. I was just relieved to not play a guy who sat in zone. Sorry, Snoop, but it was hell for me. CJ actually tried mixing things up. Joe Milton was kind of giving him a pretty rough time, but
Joe Milton's stats here were better than they were in our actual game.
yeah. So pretty much our first game got simmed, or we disconnected literally with
We
3 seconds left to
disconnected
go,
with 3 seconds left.
and it was like 37-28, I think.
It was
or
something like that.
yeah,
I
37-28.
had a big
and,
game
unfortunately,
with
the game
pick
had to be
sixes.
Yeah, and I also had a pretty big game with like Mason Graham, for example, but we didn't get our stats, which sucked. But CJ still got the win, and stats don't look horrible for each of us, so I'm
Yeah.
glad. And
Oh,
last game
was a forced one.
yeah, and the last game is Prime against Infamous, and Infamous even said it himself. Horrible time against the God O-line and Jahmyr Gibbs.
5
It
passer
actually
rating
worked
for
this
Dak
time.
Prescott.
Yeah. Wow.
That's
Oh, I didn't even see that. 5.
Horrible. Oh
Jeez
my
Louise.
God, Jahmyr Gibbs.
He was 5 for 14, just a rough game. And Jared Goff, he actually threw the ball very well this time. And I wonder to see how many he got to Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs, speaking of, 241 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Combined.
His longest being a 97 insane run, which is crazy. Josh Jacobs also
294 all-purpose yards for Jahmyr Gibbs.
200. Yeah, I get it. He was their top receiver. Yep, makes sense. So monster game from Prime and Jahmyr Gibbs, but
Combined 2
to be
interceptions.
expected. And that's pretty much the gist of it. Obviously, a few Week 3 games happened. Flems lost to Rev, and in that game, it seemed like he just got fucked by the kicking meter. Jalen Milrow had a really good game, 3-0. Kenny Walker finally got one game under 200 yards with 89 this game. Brian Thomas had a big game, same with Worthy, of course. 3 receptions, 128 yards, and 3 touchdowns for Worthy. He just keeps finding the bombs. Let's see really quickly before anything else. Seathor beat K-Man in France. C'est le Bengals. Joey B had a perfect game, 158.34 touchdowns, 400 yards. James Conner had a big running game. Yeah, DJ Moore absolutely shit on him with 230 yards and a touchdown. Josh Downs as well, 125 and 3 touchdowns. Anything on the defense? We got a couple TFLs. No sack, 6. Nope. And the last game, okay, well, there's 2 games that were played. Me and Pioneer played. Pretty dominant performance from myself. Riley Leonard had a perfect game. Braylon Allen ran the ball very well. Jamar Chase had a big game. And I think I had a little bit on the defensive side. Gonzo just had a lot of tackles, but Mason Graham 2 TFLs and a sack. And to wrap things up, before we get into the Chiefs game, it was Sosa against Prime, and he shut Prime out. Incredibly so. Prime couldn't run the ball. Very low-scoring game. Cam Ward had a rough one this time with 1 touchdown and 3 interceptions.
He had his welcome to the league rookie.
Yeah, he struggled against this team, but Jameer Gibbs only held to 84 yards off 22 attempts. Bucky Irving as well, 18 for 67. Yeah, interesting to say the least. Zay Flowers only had 1. Very big defensive performance, it seems. Yeah, I can see here Bynum had 2 picks. Patrick Queen had a pick. A couple TFLs, half a sack. But yeah, that was a very brief recap of Week 3. And okay, well, we'll be better, guys. We're gonna not miss weeks. But if anything, we're
it's not even tracking the stats. Yeah, because Cam Bynum and Nick Imawari both have 4 interceptions, and lead the league with 4. But the game says Taron Johnson and Trey Amos and everyone else who has 3 leads the league, so that's just not right.
In other words, this game's just a broken piece of shit.
Well,
it's a broken game. Before we log off, to quickly, I've been enjoying my time. To quickly recap the stat leaders, I'll just go out your number ones and everywhere. CJ Stroud is leading the league in yards with 1143, 13 touchdowns.
That is with 3 games played. That is with 3. We gotta look
he has 3 games played. That's
out.
True. Kenneth Walker is leading with 3 games played as well. 512 yards, 4 touchdowns. Xavier Worthy with 3 games played. 438 yards and 9 touchdowns. Pretty big from him. And defensively leading tackles is Jahad Campbell. Your sack leader is Matabuki with 3.5, and your interception leader is tied between multiple guys: Taron Johnson, Will Johnson, Cole Holcomb, and
I just stated that
Tramos.
Cam Bynum and Nick Imawari both have 4, so that's
and also I don't see Emmanuel on here either.
Because for some reason, if you don't have it if you don't look by conferences when you're looking at defensive stats, it doesn't show the full picture.
It does work when you're in the home, like the league menu screen. You scroll down on the right hand side. That actually works.
Yeah.
But still, you only see 3 players, so it doesn't really help.
Alas. So that is your briefly weekly recap, dudes, and we will be back. CJ, what are you saying? Are we doing this every advance or every Friday?
We're gonna try and do it every advance.
We're gonna try to do this every advance. So we will catch you guys for a full Week 3 recap when we advance, sometime Sunday. So till then, thank you guys for tuning in. Enjoy the Chiefs game, and have a great weekend, dudes.
Yeah, and if you guys have any clips that you want us to show, like we did for Jesus and Jeff's game, please send them to myself or Cage.
Yes.
That way we can get them
Inshallah.
on for the next one. And thank you guys for tuning in.
Much love.